And what a great clip to preclude this Predator WPA Men's World 10 Ball Championship with $250,000 prize fund, 96 players, $70,000 first prize. We are down to the quarterfinals. And that man right there, Shane Van Boening, the man from South Dakota with over 133 titles, looking for his first World 10 Ball title, versus Aloysius YAPP, winner of his last 5 outings, which include the coveted US 9 Ball Open. And they meet here, the World 10 Ball Championship, Stage 2 elimination, best of 5 sets, races to 4, winner breaks. If the score is tied in the deciding set, it will go to a shootout, and shootouts are 2 that YAPP has won and Shane has not had. Shane to break first, as he won the lag. The lag is important here. And this is George Teachea and Eric Horlifson, the man from Canada, Canada's finest, the one, the only. Eric, are you with us? I think we're having some difficulties. We'll get him back on later. I guess I'll have to go solo for you. And Shane with a break and did not make a ball. I believe the last time these two faced each other, YAPP got the best of it. But YAPP has won National 9-Ball Open, the UK Open, the Florida Open, the US Open 9-Ball, the Formosa Cup. Wow, what a year he's had. Tight window, but he has a kick shot at it. He's going one rail straight at it. Oh, he doesn't want to make that, because he got the safety he was looking for. He came off the side of the ball and pocketed the ball. Now he's going to be put back in since he made an uncalled ball, and it's YAPP's choice whether to shoot it or have him shoot. He's going to let him shoot. He might be able to see you can see the kick. And he might be able to kick past the balls for another safety. Oh, he could shoot right at it. Wow, he's fortunate it didn't hang up. He hasn't left much of a shot, but he's left a good safety to the right there, behind the 9-7. We are in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. You were treated to such a match. The crowd was amazing. They love Duong Quoc Hung, and they affectionately call him the Martian, and boy do they stand behind him. In a shootout against Aloysius YAPP, it was exciting, it was loud, it was what pool should be. Big kick on the 1 ball. Oh, hitting the 4 ball is not going to help, but it might. He didn't leave a straightforward shot, but he's left the bank if he chooses to take it on, and the cue ball goes towards the 3-9, and he has a wall of balls. He'll have the 6, the 5, the 3, and the 9 to provide protection. he's just going to play safe all the way, and he didn't get it, I don't think. He's left an opening. Yeah, you go for the bank, and that cue ball traveling behind those balls is pretty natural, but he played safe all the way. High-powered match here, folks. They are on the 30-second time clock. They do have 60 seconds after the break to plan their strategy for the rack. And then they have one 30-second extension. He's got the short stick. He's very handy with it. And actually, he accomplished a lot with that. He didn't foul, didn't leave a straightforward shot. So, got him through the inning. Now for this one, what will Shane do? Hard to predict what Shane will do.
Extension.
He has called for his extension.
Three. Left corner.
He played the 3 ball. He's going to kiss the ball. He came out pretty good, but there's a couple of balls that YAPP can use to get behind. Shane wasn't happy with that shot. You don't see him shake his head like that too often.
Left corner.
Oh, he did have an open shot on the one. I thought the 10 ball had him. Straight in the side pocket on the 2 ball. These side pockets have played very tough for all these players. Many of the pros have started to avoid them if they're not, straightforward. Angles like this have been missed. But I think he's got all he needs. Lined up very good on it.
Hi, George. Sorry to join the party late.
Just in time. I was getting lost on the table.
Of course.
Welcome, Eric.
Just kidding. Yeah, good to be with you.
What a match
Great
we
match
have.
here. Yeah, men's
Sure.
quarterfinals, World 10 Ball Championships, getting down to the end.
The business end, as we like to call it. Yeah, in the quarterfinals, it's 87.50 for the loser of this match. And the winner goes on to the semis, where they can earn 17.5 or go on
Extension.
to the finals, which has 40,000 for the runner-up and 70,000, and the title of a world 10-ball champion, something Shane does not possess. About the only thing Shane does not possess.
No kidding. He's going after this one. Starting to see the finish line. This is the deepest he's ever made it into the 10 ball, surprisingly.
Yeah, and he had a scare in his last match by a relatively unknown player. Tough match for him. Almost went to a shootout. Oh, it slides in. Well, you got to get shape
YAPP
here,
was
Eric.
YAPP was under big pressure in his last match too. Down.
Yeah,
Actually, it was
he-
up 2-1, but it was just really nip and tuck the whole way. Went to a shootout.
Yes, it did. I was watching. Exciting. What a crowd. What support the Martian has here in Vietnam.
Yeah, sad to see his run come to an end, but he definitely thrilled
Really?
some fans along the way.
Could you imagine? Had he won and he's in this match now? Oh, look at this 8-ball set up for Shane. But could you imagine Hang and Shane and the crowd? What the crowd would do? My, it was fantastic to watch YAPP.
Yeah, he'll be back. No, YAPP was a little under his normal world-class play in the final 16. Came through in the end, but it was a real flawless play. Almost missed the 5. Missed a random ball on the 8 there. Wasn't happy with his cue. Was changing weights on his cue. Was messing around with his tip a lot. Wasn't really showing much emotion, but just making mistakes that he wouldn't usually make.
And Shane goes on to win the first and opening game in the first race to 4. Yeah, I thought that caught it high, and it did. But I thought it was going to slide in anyway. And no.
Yeah, the pockets are playing a little tighter on these arc tables, and you were mentioning this before, the first iteration of the arc tables. This is really the same ones, but they might have just altered them slightly. When we've seen them on the Euro Tour, we noticed a bit of a difference from the Apex, but I wouldn't call them as tight as these. The humidity is playing a factor as well.
Yeah, I don't recall that the other tables that we commentated with played this tight.
Particularly the sides. I mean, the
Yes.
humidity will play tricks with the corner pockets. But the sides, you can see, they're tighter for sure. And it's good for these world-class players. Yeah, I heard Shane had a big break going. Go ahead.
Say that when you've missed 5 shots to the side pocket and you're down 3 games. See how you like them.
Yeah.
I agree with you, though. It's funny how, we look at things differently.
Well, players have had to adapt, and after a round or two of making a couple mistakes on them, they're not playing ball. They're really being careful, and they're playing balls with speed and avoiding the sides more than they would normally. A shot from Shane. I heard he had a big break going against Oy yesterday. That's one of the main reasons he won the match. Looks like he's deciding to go from the middle. That's his strength.
Well, he was on a different table playing the young man from South Korea. Don't believe he called that, so...
Yeah. Shane might have the left edge here. It's kind of playing into the 10. Seems like he would give it back, but trying to work out something where he can put YAPP in a worse spot. For those of you new to 10 ball's call pocket. YAPP called that ball in the top left.
Yeah.
If he does fluke it in another pocket, the incoming player has the choice to take the shot or put the opponent back. He actually has more of the ball than I thought here, George. Almost to the point where he can pocket it.
He's going at it, and he got it. You know, Eric, this may be a different Shane that we saw in the last match that we just called against Tae-young Ko from South Korea. No relation to the Ko brothers that are famous world round from Chinese Taipei.
You actually did the match, George?
Yes, that's why I did it with Tim.
How did he play overall?
Shane played to the level of his competition, and the young man started out very shaky. Shane won the first match 4-0, but Shane played real well that match. In addition to the other young man's misses and mistakes, but he made plenty of them. But he settled in the second set, and actually won the second set by winning. Shane won the first. Lost one, won one, and then Ko got 3 racks in a row and won the second set, and they went back and forth. It was a tough match. One game from going to a shootout.
Yeah, because I believe his opponent was around a 757, so he must have been playing a little under par.
Exactly. Yeah, he was 747 to be exact, and only one of 2 players under 750 that made the final 32. The other player was Alex Montpellier from France, and he actually went into the final 16 and just lost his last match.
Can be a weird phenomenon when you don't feel under quite as much threat from your opponent. Just kind of let up mentally a little bit. Either roll them over real bad, or just expect things to come easy, and maybe they just kind of go sideways a little bit. That can happen.
Well, what the young man was doing was making mistakes. He had a clean. Well, in fact, the opening rack, he broke and ran out to the 6th ball, and missed a fairly straightforward 7, gifting Shane the game. And he did that throughout, missing, I don't want to say hard, but not easy shots, just kind of in between shots that shouldn't be made. That should be made. And so Shane just felt like he's going to come to the table no matter what. And all of a sudden, the kid started running out. No breaking runs, but they grinded it all through. So Shane's facing a different opponent here.
3-set win. Wow.
Not that I recall. I'm looking at my notes, and no, I don't think so.
Well, he'll be looking to find his A game. Closest he's been to this elusive title for him.
Well, Shane leads 2-0 in a race to 4. He needs to win this set and 2 more, because it's 3 out of 5 races to 4, just like in, as you mentioned, Eric, just like in tennis.
Yep.
But the kicker is the deciding set. If it goes to hill, there's a shootout. And YAPP has been in 2 of them. He was in the shootout with Snegoki in the last 32 and with Hung in the last 16.
Yeah, so he's been under big pressure for 2 rounds now.
Sure. Can you hold up a 3rd round?
Completely different atmosphere in this match than his last match.
Yeah. He had 300 fans. Very, very loud fans. Didn't I kind of hear a cheerleading section for a little bit there?
Yeah, they actually had a chant going.
Yeah.
Between racks. It was between sets, of course.
Oh,
very enthusiastic, but respectful too.
Very. I was going to say it was amazing. I thought we might get some of that, but as soon as the Martian cleared out, so did they. They love them here in Vietnam.
YAPP on a fairly open table here. It's going to be hard to get straight enough on the 9 to hold for the 10. See how confident he is in his position play. He wants to get right on the short rail and minimize the cue ball movement. Easiest way to get right back between the 9-10 would be to draw straight back, but he would need a real specific angle. He can still get on the short rail coming 2 rails back. Bigger angle afforded on that position.
Let's see what he does here. If that 8-ball was further out, he would go 3 rails, hitting the long rail last and coming between the 9 and the 10, but he doesn't have that angle.
Yeah,
So
he
this
doesn't have to
combo-
get underneath the 10. He could stay above it still. I think he'll try here.
Kind of on the angle he's on now and then go back and forth with the cue ball.
Just 2 rails back. Kind of draw it a little to his right.
Yeah.
There's room underneath the 10.
Oh,
How's the position? It's perfect,
My,
George.
my.
Great shot.
pinpoint. Pinpoint. And Shane knows he's in the game.
Yeah, playing the hottest player on the planet.
Yeah. Yep, sure
Done
is. But
real
look
well.
at his position. Look at this.
Perfect.
I didn't think he would chance that.
Yeah, when you're confident in your cue ball control, you can play shots like that. Yeah, broke from the side rail. About 80% of his breaks in the last match. He did actually go from the back rail 1 or 2 breaks. It's the first time I've seen him go from the head string. So it looks like these 2 champions are just going to fire at each other. Open breaks. One ball
One
on the
ball is
side.
down.
Pretty rare when you break from the middle for the 1 to go directly in the side. He actually did that one other time. I think it actually might have been Wong. Rare to see that, though.
As I see him get ready for this jump shot, you know, he's very good with the jump cue. I don't think I'd push. I just think I'd take the jump. I like
Yeah,
this. I
possible
like him
small-
doing this.
I like it too. It's right around the 50-50 proposition, which you can never be better than that if you pushed. Just gotta hope the cue ball doesn't slide behind the 4 or the 9. Interesting tip he has on there. Almost looks like silver metal. Obviously it's not metal, but
Well,
got lucky.
somebody just got a roll.
was gonna say
It's gonna
before he hit it,
travel.
you gotta watch. Yeah, you gotta watch how the two's gonna play when you hit it, played into the point like that. Doesn't react the same as when you hit the rail, the normal part of the rail.
Good shot.
Shot from YAPP. You'll want to hold the cue ball to the left of the 5 ideally. Looks like he might have slightly too much angle. See how he's cueing at this one. Over top of the 4, complicating things a little. Nice shot. It's like the thick part of the pocket there held the cue ball to the max. Some good play from YAPP after missing the 8 in rack number 2.
I like the way he's working through this rack. Probably follow this down. Get a good angle to get to the 7.
Well, this match is going to play a little more offensive if they stay in the middle. Look for the possibility of more break-in runs, a little less safe play.
Yeah, more break-in runs and more table runs because they're going to have the rack spread wide open.
Yeah. Sounds like Shane's been breaking predominantly from the middle. And as I mentioned, that's the first time I've seen YAPP go from the head string. Did make a ball though, so I think he'll stick with the same strategy.
Ties things up. It's starting to get heated from the very beginning. Shane's going to have to earn this one big time.
Yeah, the rails on the table that I was doing in the previous round looked like they were playing a little fast. This one looks like it's playing more normal. Even the fact of having 100 people around the table can change the conditions. That was part of it.
It sure was, because I watched a couple of banks on there and they banked really short.
Yeah, speed of the cue ball was really coming off the rails quick. It looks more normal in this match. Back to the middle, back to the head string. Wired ball going back in the side. 3 balls down. Possible bank on the 1. You'll look for safe options because the 2's lined up with the 8. It's actually in the open there. Oh no, it came all the way around. Good speed from YAPP.
Yeah, the other 3 quarterfinals are going on at the same time, and we'll bring you updates between racks, between sets, and try to stick to the game plan here.
Extension.
I'll do my best. I'm the one that usually gets sidetracked. Eric does a great job.
1. Side pocket.
Has to jump over the 6. Mainly looking for cover behind the 2 and the 8.
A jump kick. It's going to go on the side.
Yeah, I didn't think he had to kick at that one. Surprising if he would have missed the whole ball. Left an interesting proposition for YAPP. He has the choice to put him back in. Pretty tough to put someone back in when you can see the full ball, but he's right over top of the 8.
Guess he feels he can play the safety against the 8, and he can.
Good shot.
High
Shane in
percentage.
a worse spot than he would have been in.
High percentage kick shot, but if he doesn't make it, there's not much cover.
Yeah, he's going to go out at 2 rails. I think the cue ball can miss the 10 to the left of it. Oh, it hit it. Caught it a little thick. He's left the 2. So after being 2-0 down in the first set, YAPP has a chance to get on the hill. This will be his 3rd game in a row. Table just plays so much different when you break from the middle, George.
Mm-hmm.
Two rails around the 10 here.
Oh, it's
To
going to
avoid
bump.
it. Look out. And not a good one.
That bump hurt.
Red cut.
Heavy cut to either pocket, little less cut to the corner. Missable shot. Developments here in the first set.
Extension. Extension.
You know, when the cue ball is this close to the object ball, the cue ball is completely covering the contact point on the object ball. So it's really just feel to pocket shots like this. Got it. Good recovery.
Good shot. And get to see that a few times. Three to 2. YAPP on the hill to win the first set. We had 4.
Thinking about what he can do differently. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we had 4 qualifiers of the 16 that came through on the qualifier tournament that made it to the final 32. And one of them is still in playing Carlo Beato in this quarterfinal and is also Filipino, Mark Estiola. They're locked in
Yeah,
battle.
Beato had a close one in the final 16. Just edging out another qualifier, Jonas McPonte. Nothing for YAPP this time. Open table again.
Yeah, out of the 16 qualifiers, 7 were from the Philippines, 3 were Chinese Taipei, 2 from China, and 2 from Vietnam, 1 German, and 1 Japanese. "96 players were in the qualifying tournament.
Got a little straight on
Straight
the 2.
in.
Had to play some, yeah, big power on the 2 to even get closer to the 3. He needed a pretty straight angle to hit the window between the 7-8. Actually pretty good here. Be able to get the cue ball just slightly off the rail. Closer to the rail
Got
than
the window,
ideal.
but
Yeah, cue ball's kind of playing behind the 8. Tough to spin balls when you're on the rail like this. Might be playing right into it. Oh, found the path between them. Good recovery from Van Boning. Still not quite out of the woods. Cue ball's drawing to the right a little too much. 8 balls blocking the path along the left side of the table. 3 rails forward here. Not bad, a little too much distance. Short now. Just not quite perfect with the cue ball. Gonna have to come across 2 rails. 10 ball, a bit of a risk coming back towards the 9.
Extension.
Can see why he's a little disappointed in the position, but I think the only option is 2 rails back. Just taking a quick second to regroup. Great shot.
these 2 balls are tied up the first set. 3 apiece. Ten ball didn't move from the break. And it is tied at 3 after losing 3 games in a row. Shane pulls one back. Just a little info for you. All 8 players in the quarterfinal are over 800 Fargo. Shane, of course, is at 846 and YAPP at 837, a difference of 9. Can't live on the difference.
Shane going to switch it up, go over to the side rail. Just guarding against that open break and run out from the opponent. A lot of spin on the cue ball. Nothing down.
Shot on the 1. And when you break from the left, the cue ball still spins. Now, when you break from the left, a lot of times, in fact, most of the time, you get all the balls on the same side. And the right, of course. Same difference over there. A couple of the guys break them from the side and get a good spreads. I think they hit further down on the ball, Eric. And not so much as a cut.
Yeah, he just missed his target there. I mean, whenever the cue ball's spinning that much, it's taking a lot of natural energy out of the cue ball. The cue ball's just wasting so much energy spinning sideways. So, not quite the hit he wanted. He can get below it and play this free to the left middle. Touchy stun shot to achieve that. Really the only place to go. Thoughts of the 3-6 combo. But if you get off angle there, things can become tough.
He's laying really good to get on it, so let's see what he does here. He's not going to bother with the combo, as you implied.
Perfect. Yeah, perfectly judged. Couldn't have hit that shot any better. A lot tougher than it looked. Yep, looking like the favorite to take down the first set.
Yeah, it's going to take a mistake from YAPP for Shane to come to the table. Everything's wide open.
He's able to draw straight back out of this if he likes. Gonna want to clip the 9,
was wondering,
but thinly enough.
I was wondering if he would go straight back for the corner or draw it further back for the side. And he chose the side.
Yeah, lucky he hit the 9 thin enough there, otherwise we would have been caught in between. Still has to bear down here. Pressure. Quarterfinals of the World Championships. Shot. Likely 3 rails forward here from YAPP. No. Enough room to draw across the top of the 10. Shot.
And this 10 ball to take the opening set. And down it goes. Alrighty, let's see if I can get you some scores here. We've got Beato 1 set over Mark Estiola and 2 games in the second set. Then you have Ko Ping Chung 1 set to 0 over Oliver Sosnoki, who played outstanding in his last match. Let's see who we... Thought I had it all set up. And then you have this set right here. You're watching the score. Marco Tucher is trailing Alex Kazaki 1 set to 0, but is up 2-0. Minasuto, who's been playing great. He had a great match in was it Federgors he put out?
That's right. Beat him in the first round, but yeah, he had a win over Gorst and made it through to the final 32. On the winner's side, down to the final 16. Pretty good result for him.
Sure. And the equipment is Predator Arc Table, 3-piece slate, covered with the Arcadia cloth, the Arcos 2 balls, and the arena lights. And using the rack to rack the balls to these 2 gentlemen, and Freddie, a referee from the EPBF. These guys get the part of the world doing something they love to do. It's be around pool, play pool.
Yeah, back to the middle. Actually, he's stuck in the middle. Shane just went over there to the side rail in the hill game. Only time it's been a side rail break. Yep, here's the trade-off of breaking from the middle. Likely to leave your opponent a shot. Table's more open, like a 9-ball rack. Well, chance for Shane to get going in set number 2. Oh, caught some overfollow on the cue ball. Didn't expect that. Been seeing that happen a lot. It's typical characteristics of new cloth. Cue ball can just catch a little more follow than expected.
Extension. Two, right.
He's in a tough spot.
No doubt. He just can't believe he got behind the 9. Wow, what a recovery.
I thought he was in a tough spot.
Not ideal on this free. Could go rail first, but it's not going to play anything towards the 4. There is a kind of like a trick shot here, George. If you go rail first, the cue ball can release off the second rail. Oh, he spun in enough ball first. What a shot. You know how much spin that shot took? Judged the
Yes.
deflection perfectly. Big bailout from Shane after an unexpected bad positional play on the 1. Back in line now. Letting stroke out a little bit.
Back in line.
Good speed there from Shane.
No, Eric.
Ideal position on the 8. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say the number of games when these sets go, when it's a tight set and it's big grind, is it kind of it's kind of surprising when you think of races to 4 and races to 4. In Shane's set, they played 26 racks and didn't go to a shootout. It would have been 27 racks if they go to a shootout. Because they were all, except for the first match, it was 4-0. Ko won his 4-2. And then Shane came back and won 4-1. And then Ko won 4-1. So it could be even more. It could be over 30 racks they play in these races. That's a lot of pool.
Yeah, if you consider an average set scoreline at 4-2, that's 6 racks a set. Could go 5 sets, that's 30 racks. It's comparable to playing a race to 15.
Yeah.
So Shane just came off, like you said, a 25 rack match, and now he's right back in the fire here. Same with YAPP, went to 5 sets too. So a little longer than these players are used to playing. Especially back-to-back. I mean, Shane is known for having some of the best stamina in the game, being one of the best players that race to 100 challenge matches or race to 120 challenge matches. So I don't think it'll bother him too much. The tournament plays different too. You know there's a finish line, right? Like, if you're going to 100, you're not going to feel the same as if you're going to 4 every set. Takes more focus in tournaments.
Right. Gonna hold the cue ball there. Uh-oh.
Kind of odd how he motioned with his hand, like he wanted to pick it up, like it was a double foul or something, or a double hit or something, but then no foul called. What did he do with his hand here?
No. Got it out of the way.
Oh, he just lifted it up. Sorry, I thought he was kind of like grabbing at the cue ball or something.
Another tight safety.
These players getting so good at jumping over the ball when it's close to the blocking ball. And
still being accurate with a shot far away. That's what gets me. It means you have to strike it so pure in the middle, because if it's struck on the side, when it lands, it's going to veer to one side or the other and miss the ball.
Yeah. It's gotten to the point where it's really changed the game. For better or worse in some people's opinions. It adds excitement, no doubt about that.
It really does. The fans really love it. Well, some fans really love it. Anybody under 40 or under 30.
Yeah, the counter argument is just freeze the cue ball to the ball you're playing safe behind every time and they can't jump. That's the counter argument. And there's something too about, if you're not sure how to word this, but you can kind of play more layup safes if there's not a jump cue, because your opponent will have to kick and they can be in bad spots because they're kicking. It kind of forces the player to play a better safe, trying to not leave that jump scenario, if you know what I mean.
I definitely. It's just like tighter pockets and loose pockets. It forces you to play better shape and to play to the correct angle of the ball to go to your next ball. Otherwise, you're going to have harder shots, and tighter pockets, you're going to miss more.
Yeah, so the jump cue just forces you to play better safes, basically.
I was hoping for the cheering and the clapping and all the enthusiasm showed by the fans for this match, and looks like they all fell asleep. I mean, it's 4 p.m. It's, what is it, 5 p.m.?
Yeah.
Extension.
Yeah, just a different atmosphere. Christina to catch in the back row.
Hello, Christina. I've enjoyed doing some commentating with her in Las Vegas.
Big shot.
Tried to get Federer in the booth. He just...
the 5-10. I've never heard him on any stream before.
She was commentating with me, and she was going to step out, and Federer stepped up, of course, to come get her because they were going to go somewhere. And I said, "Federer, you want to step in?" He just laughed and shook his head.
Not yet. He's a smart guy. I'm sure he'd be good at it.
Oh yeah. That might be the time that Joe Rogan was there for the tournament and commentated some on Federer's match. I was commentating with Jimmy White.
I remember. YAPP looking to even in score line in set number 2. Looking good here.
Enough angle to get to the 9 ball, I think. Can force it off the rail. Yap looking good through this rack to tie things up. Or as some other commentators like to say, to level up. At 1. All other matches are still in the second set.
Yep, hasn't made a ball in his last couple from the middle. Might have thoughts of going back to the side rail. Was successful a couple times too, so might give it one more shot. Yeah, back to the middle again.
And he's almost dead center.
There goes the
down
4,
the
and that's the
side.
one he's looking for. Yeah, when you go from... Yeah, it was a little right of center there. But when you go from dead center, you kind of have a chance to make either of the balls on the second row straight back in the side. If you go off to the side a little bit, you'll tend to make the ball on the opposite side of the rack straight back in the side. But with the hand rack, I like giving yourself a chance to make either of them. You can carry him the 3 in here. Pretty big danger of getting stuck behind the 2. Could even possibly go in off in the corner. Yeah, 1 was so close to the rail, it was tough to get enough draw going in the left.
And the combo's not straightforward. The ball's out of the pocket just a little.
Oh, made the wrong ball. How'd the 1 go in there, not the 5, George? Odd one.
The spin.
Double kissed it in. Yeah. Yeah, it's the pocketing angle.
Extension.
Doesn't have to worry about position. 4's right, 3's right in the pocket. Good shot. Move the 7 into a better position. Looks like Yap's going to pull ahead in set number 2 here. He's really only made 1 mistake in the 2 sets, missing the 8 early on in the... Wanted to get more draw to that early on in the first set. Tester here. Can just stop the cue ball, cue it low, keep the speed down to a minimum. It's actually moving to the left a little, so I'm gonna have to put a little more speed into it. Make sure he draws on top of the 7. Perfect.
Straight down the long rail for the 8 ball. Position on the 9.
Just trying to read Shane's body language in the chair. It's neither here nor there, but kind of a couple times on his face just to kind of look like he knows he's going to play well if he has the chance, but just not quite getting them at this moment.
And 2-1 the score is. Beato has pulled away 2-0 over Marcus Diola, winning the sets 4-1, 4-1. Koping Chung leads 1-0 over Oliver Schloznoki, and they are tied in the second set, 1 apiece. Kazakis Alex 1-0 over Marco Tucher, but Marco leads 3-2 in the second set.
Yeah, Marco's been kind of an X factor when he's shown up to these Pro Billiard Series. Made it to the semifinals of the World 8-Ball Championships.
He's done well. He's another player that needs to just break through and do something like what YAPP has done. 1, 2, 3. Well, just one big one. And then, snowball from there.
Yeah, he's talented enough.
Sure.
Two racks in a row now, getting that ball in the second row, going back in the side. So YAPP is going to stay there. Shane kind of throwing his hands up a little bit. Knows he's going to be in a tough spot. Referee doing a good job of racking the balls. Not easy to rack them good enough to get that second row going.
Yeah, they've got to be racked almost like a template. As tight as a template. Oh, what a shot. And
the proper side of the one.
I noticed he plays that quite a bit, especially down there. He likes to go off the side of the ball to send the ball to the right long rail so it comes back to the middle of the table and his cue ball goes and creates distance. He plays to that side and he does it very, very well.
Yeah, it's the best play when the ball's in that position. That one was pretty far from the rail, so it was tougher. Still hit it perfect. Not going to get his offensive chance yet.
Might be looking to make this. No, he's just looking. I guess he is a 2-rail kick, but he's actually just looking to stick it behind the 8 and the 5 there. Oh, it didn't get over enough.
Yeah, left the pocketing angle, but position's very tough. Can't draw the cue ball enough to even get into the middle of the 7. The cue ball is going to be playing forward somehow, which is not positive for position on the 2. Might just pocket the 1 and play safe on the 2. Nope, stuck behind the 9.
Extension.
He put himself in a tough place, but this is makeable. Anders' position.
Finally, another offensive chance for Shane. Hasn't really had one in a couple games.
Shane making his way around. Got these 6 balls to pull even.
Nicely controlled. Good line now. Good angle to draw back for the side. Straight in would be ideal. Overdrawn it slightly, but looks like the cue ball is playing nicely between the 10-9. It's actually going a little too far to the right if he goes in the side. Right? Trying to draw into the 10. Oh, he missed the 10. Look out. Bit of trouble here for Shane. Bank's lying okay, but definitely didn't want to be in this position.
Well, he did miss 2 bank shots similar to this in his last match. Not that one.
Extension.
And tied again. And that was Alex Montpellier. Young man from France had one heck of a tournament. 728 Fargo. Playing at about a 828 speed. Defeating Max Lechner, Lidio Cacci. Oh, who was the third? Robbie Capito, all over 800.
Hit it so well, looked like the one was almost jumping into the side. Look at that, it was actually bounding into the side. Wow. Well, if he can reproduce that break, it's going to be good news for him in this match. But yeah, imagine for Alex, he's in the final 16, he loses. You know, most players would be drowning their sorrows or kind of taking the defeat hard. He's just back out there watching more pool. Shows
Sure.
how he thinks of the game.
One of his best finishes that I'm aware of.
Not quite sure what happened there. Just a little straight on the 3. Lost some momentum with the cue ball coming across 2 rails. It's a big spot in the overall match. Almost made it. Just left it though. Shane's going to be in real tough if he loses this set. And in danger of YAPP getting on the hill.
Extension.
Had to run into the 5. Looks like it's going to be available past the 9. Cue ball's kind of playing behind the 7. But it is thick enough that he can slow roll it. And end up between the 9 and the 7.
Yeah, he's got to get it. Got to get straight on the 6. Oh, it's far enough down. He's not even playing it. He must not have had a pocket.
I think he did. He just got scared of the side pocket. Scared of the speed. No chance for Shane.
That's Sylviana Liu. Yeah.
YAPP's partner. They played the mixed doubles together.
Sure. Hello, Sylviana.
Elevated 5 here for Shane. Just rolled at it. Good shot.
Oh,
look at that shot.
Look at this.
A couple knowledgeable players with a little eyebrow raise there, knowing what a great shot that was. Bit of a turn of events here in the 5th rack. Shane left YAPP a chance on the 4. Just couldn't do anything with the cue ball. Had to gamble on the 5.
Looking solid. Looking to get on the hill here. And he is. I don't believe we've had a break and run yet, have we, Eric? Do we have one by YAPP?
Yeah, not more than a couple, that's for sure. They've been breaking offensively, too. Shane's been mixing it up a little bit. Gone to the side rail and the middle. Almost like he said to himself, which one am I going to use here? That was the look on his face, the conversation in his head. He's over on the side rail.
I like the fact that you get in his head for his conversations.
Just guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got it.
3 balls down. Yeah, it looks like he has a shot and can get on the 2.
Yeah, chance to win the set here for Shane. Great chance.
I don't see Shane faltering here at all.
No, very little cue ball movement in the next 4 balls. Got a little straight.
Ooh.
Doesn't want to be going to the right off the 8 here. No, he's okay.
Oh, he's okay. Yeah, I thought he was going to the right a little bit, which make this 9 ball a little tougher to get on. But he's shown he's not afraid to run the cue ball around, or won't hesitate to run the cue ball around.
Yeah, great shot on the 6, last rack. Well, we're in for a good match here.
And we're tied in sets. Both players looking to stay. Yeah, both players.
I think we're just going to say the same
in.
thing. Both players.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, we're saying the same thing. Sorry, George. But yeah, it's kind of
I
rare for
think
both
you-
players to stay in the arena for 3 sets.
GMTA.
I don't know that one.
Trying to see if the chat gets it, or if they're even listening. Great minds think alike.
Okay. I was going to go good morning to all. Well, you taught me one there,
It
George.
works. Big break from the side now. As you said, he's changing things up. Well, I think he made one.
Yeah.
Shot on the
One
2.
ball flying in the top left. Or the middle.
Well, breaking from there, that's the desired outcome, is to make the 1. And now he's not happy about something. Oh, getting on this ball. The 4 ball's in his way. You know, he could go into the 4 and it might just slide right over if he catches the top part and give him shape on the 3, but you don't want to gamble that way. He's going to run into the 5.
I was worried.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just worried that the cue ball was going to run too far past the 5. It's okay there.
Well, we've only got 2 of the 7 previous World 10-ball champions still in these quarterfinals. Beato and Koping Chung. We lost Koping Yi in the last round. And we lost Shevchuk in the last round. Two down, 2 to go. The other 3 that were here were Kachi. Trying to remember, he won it twice. Doing this from memory. Mika Eminen and Darren Appleton. I don't remember seeing Mika, though. He was signed up, I thought.
Yeah, he's still not in 100% health, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't end up making the trip overseas.
Well, when I thought I saw his name, I wondered about that. Maybe I never saw his name, I just assumed.
Shane's a little worried about the cue ball running into the 10. Can draw out of it. He was worried he couldn't draw it enough, and he was right. This has ended up badly, George. He still has the bank if he wants. Cut's possible.
Didn't Aloysius cut a ball like this in?
He did. About similar thinness.
Yeah.
Got it.
Side pocket. It's okay. And it works. And it'll get him the first game of the 3rd set.
Yeah, getting the break and run train going now. Getting some positive, consistent results with the 1 and the side. Yeah, must be talking to Sylviana there. I don't think he'd be smiling like that if it wasn't her.
She has got to be one of the nicest people I've met. So demure, so quiet. High-level player. Very high-level player. She's one that needs a breakthrough. Somehow to win something big. Yeah, she's playing real good.
I think she's gonna get. I think she'll do it in 2026. Stroke is too good. Shane got the 1 again, but very tight on the 8 past the 2.
Well, the women do have the World 10 Ball coming up in Bali, Indonesia, and that's in a couple of weeks. It's the 7th through the 13th of October, along with the Men's World 8 Ball Championship that Shane will be looking forward to playing in. And he's also playing in the World Men's Doubles in Bali.
Shot. Didn't have the full pocket there. Looking good for a possible 2-pack.
Extension.
Just went for his extension on this one. Wants a little more natural power. Knows the spin can kind of run out, but at the same time doesn't want to overhit the speed. Well, he had it straight high. I wonder why he would put the extension on if he hit the ball like that. That's a little puzzling to me. I'll have to ask him in the next interview. Players using so many different types of cues now.
Well, didn't he play with an extension, a pretty big extension, for quite a while? And then
He
started
did.
taking it off recently?
He did, so he's familiar with it. Just wondering what benefit he would have got on that specific shot.
Maybe he feels that his hand is wandering on the backswing. Because the extension, I believe, helps you kind of stay in line. I don't know why.
It forces you to, yeah.
Yeah. See, he's got it off again.
Yeah, he just put it on for the one
What
shot,
is-
that was it.
Yeah. What is Shane, about 6'2"?
Around 6 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Getting through the rack nicely, looking for his second break and run in succession. He's found the break now, George. It's dangerous, no matter who he's playing.
He's found a pep in his step, too.
See that?
And as you mentioned, 2 breaks and runs. Coming up after this match, we got quite a treat for everyone. We have the finals of the Poison by Predator Saigon Women's 9-Ball Open 64 women. And we're down to 2. Rubelin Amit from the Philippines, Binke, and Wei Tzu Chin, Wei will battle it out, playing 9-ball.
Nothing down this time. A good offensive charge from Van Boning.
Yeah, the only thing letting him down was the break there. Didn't make a ball. What do you do with the 2-ball? Play it to the side, I guess.
Yeah, he's a little
Pretty
thinner on the
sharp.
1 than it seems. So I think he has to consider running into the 9. No good. Not as far as pocketing the 2. Outside chance he has enough to play the combo, but a little emotion there. Kind of look like he doesn't have it. It's funny, George. It looks like it goes from the overhead. Oh, it does.
It does. I agree.
Extension.
But that 6 is off the rail a little bit, so he's got to hit it pretty accurately.
Yeah, can't go rail first because the 2 will play off too far into the short rail. And it's got caught in between shots. This is an odd one. Almost over top of both balls, but looks like he might be able to cue right through them. Got to be real in control of your stroke to get through these 2 balls.
Extension.
You'll want the center of the cue ball. Looks like he can get to the center of it.
Would you consider going rail first?
Definitely, because you're so tricky on the cueing.
No.
Great shot.
He just gets so much out of his shots, out of his stroke. Kind of looks like
below or
someone,
above. Go ahead.
looks like someone flipped the switch and Shane came back with a little more intensity.
Yeah, he seems to get in these modes sometimes. You can see it in his eyes, you know, he's just really dialed in. He kind of gets off on playing offense, so does everybody, but I think he does a little more. So when he feels that offensive trend coming, it just gets stronger and stronger as he goes. Kind of reminiscent of Earl Strickland. Like he could be lackadaisical, like in Earl's prime. He could be lackadaisical for a few racks, but when he catches that offensive run, he knows how to stick with it. Little underdrawn here. Can't tell if the cue ball is playing into the top side of the 9. I think it is. You'd want to be hitting it kind of thick on the top side. Otherwise the cue ball will come out too much. Good hold. Shot and another good rack from Shane.
Yeah, 2 breaking runs and pretty much a full rack run out there. And he goes to 3-0 in the third set. And now showing that he can be a threat to break and run out. He wasn't showing that before. But we all know that he can.
Results. Yeah, it's just about getting consistent results with the rack, and he is making the 1 on the side. Did make it on his 2 break-in runs. Made it on the break previous, I think. Finally came up dry 4 racks in since moving to the side rail. But he's definitely sticking there, and good things are happening. The calm after the storm. Only 10 players left.
Speaking of players, if Shane's able to close this out, I'll update you on the other quarterfinal matches. But only if everyone hits the likes on the YouTube.
Jammed 1 on the side. Real awkward spot on the 1. Not really sure how you play safe here, George. Could fire the 1 into the 6 and try to draw the cue ball behind the 8. It's tough.
I was thinking of double kissing past the 4, but the 1 ball stays there.
It's a creative shot.
Push.
Oh, I don't know that young lady. I thought maybe she's a player, but I don't think so.
The guy on the right looks so much like one of my students from Toronto. I just can't quite tell because I haven't seen him in about a year. I know he's from Vietnam originally. Definitely could be him. His name's Luke. If he happens to end up watching this, let's say him, tell him hi. And
our camera crew puts them there for a reason so we can point out who they are, but sometimes we fail. We don't know who they are.
chance for Shane to get YAPP behind the 8. Oh, kind of had some right spin on it still, just released off the second rail a bit. First real chance for YAPP in a long time. I mean, this is not a chance, but at least a look at a ball.
Yeah, the winner of this quarterfinal will have to face the winner of Marco Tucher or Alex Kazakis.
Yeah, anything can happen at this stage in the tournament, but I would make the winner of this match a decent favorite in the next one. Gonna leave it open. 2/8's a little off angle, but it can be made.
Actually, Shane put Alex Kazakis into the one-loss side, but he came through and is hanging in there strong.
Big ball, left corner.
Can't tell if the 8's wired towards the corner. It's not quite. He's going to have to move the 2 to the left a bit. 10 ball is kind of messing with that path. Going to have to lay the 2 right on the short rail here, I think. Could just draw out of it and open it up from that area.
Extension.
Yeah, looks like he's going to try to open it up. Too precise to lay the 2 right on the short rail.
Oh,
Good enough.
that worked out. That worked out nicely.
Yeah, he's got a little too much angle, but he'll be happy to have a shot.
Oh, I think he was trying to run into it and stay straight to the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, just knew he couldn't hold. Still has the bank. He's been on a good offensive run. Don't put it past him, but it looks like he's queuing up to play safe. No rail. Wow. Chance for YAPP to get back in the set.
Do you go ahead and take the 6 ball down the long rail?
I think you have to. 5's too close to the rail. Too tough to get enough draw out of it.
Yeah. And it lays nicely to just lay on the rail there. 7's handy.
Little between here. I think he was sure why he didn't try to draw it for the corner. The way he hit it looked like he was trying to get out off the rail a little more. Still comfortable enough.
Well, elementary, my dear Watson. He's got these 2 balls to take the first game. And close the lead to 2. Estiola and Beato are tied 3 apiece in the third set. Ho Ping Chung is down 2-0 in the third set, but tied 1 apiece against Oliver Slownoki. And Alex Kazakis leads 2-1 over Marco Tucher, but down 1-0 in the fourth set, excuse me. That game's just plugging right along. They've already gone through 3 sets. As has this one, they're in the third. They've completed them. Four balls down, 5 balls down. Can see the 1. May be able to go off the 3 to the long corner. Not off the 3, but by the 3, excuse me.
I think it's going to be some kind of safe. Just haven't had a good...
Yeah, I don't look for him to go for it. I just...
The cue ball, you mean?
It's,
Towards the...
Yeah, it's
top
there.
left?
Yeah, the cue ball's too... The cue ball's too wild. Yeah. It's gonna leave a shot.
I think Shane will go for this. Position's natural. He's missing the 7 on the way through.
One ball, left one. Extension.
Not there. Oh, slight turnaround in the third set. Yep, inching closer to catching Shane. Didn't want to be on the rail here. Cue ball's behind the left of the side pocket, but not really in an ideal spot. You'd like to be straight enough to fall all the way below it. I think he possibly can. Yeah, I was worried about the cue ball coming too straight across. Has the bank.
Three, side ball. Extension.
I don't mind the way the cue ball's playing. I don't think he's got to go around 3 rails or anything. He's taking his time here. Knows this is an important shot. Not there. He's left it.
Yeah, this gives an opportunity to Shane to close out the set.
We typically talk about the side pockets being... I'll just let him go here because this is a tough shot. Elevated. Didn't get enough out of it. We've typically talked about the side pockets playing tight when players are shooting directly into them, but of course they're tighter when you're banking into them as well. Players know that.
This is going to play very, very nice for Shane.
Yeah, and that's what he was trying to. By design, that shot. Great recovery. Shot by YAPP. Shane's going to go behind the 10. Could be a set winner.
Can you hold
Kind of
that?
tough to get.
Real soft. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of tough to get the cue ball playing enough to the right going behind the 10. I might look for something else. Yeah, I was always gonna kind of go around it. Good speed to get the 7 involved. Kick and stick here for YAPP.
6-4. Right corner.
The shot. Speed. 8 ball lines up with the 6 perfectly.
That's 2 in a row. Kicking the ball safe.
6-4. Left corner.
Shane kind of forced to go all in on this one. Distance. 6 has ended up well. Not an easy save for YAPP this time. Could bank the 6 near the side. Try to get a diagonal line with the 8-9 covering the 6.
Side to side.
Something like this. Shane's got a bank, but the cue ball's running the wrong way. Would have to play with a lot of speed to get anywhere back close to the 7. It's a little straighter in than I thought. Might be able to just hit it with straight high if he chooses to bank it. One rail. Yeah, didn't want to bet the game there.
Good speed on both balls.
Got him. Jump opportunity.
Check. Side pocket.
That worked out for Shane. Very, very
Yeah,
well.
caught a roll.
White corner.
Makeable jump for Yap. But Shane will be happy that Yap's jumping here. Narrowly missed. And it looks like set number 3 is going to go to Shane. Good recovery after losing the first set. Something's just telling me that this year could be his year, George. I don't know. Still a long road ahead, even including this match.
Well, he is one heck of a 10-ball player. Probably for the longest time had the best break in the game. Now he's being rivaled by a few, if that. They have the success, but his break is just so overpowering. It even sounds different than most breaks when he smacks him.
Yeah, it just times the cue ball so well. And that's what's
And
got
this
him
10-ball,
ahead in this third set.
have they even gone for a break? He's going to go for one now, and so is Shane. Alrighty. Beato has moved on. Koping Chung and Shlonoki tied 1 apiece. Oliver leads 3-1 over Chung. And Kazakis is 2-1 in sets. Marco leads 2-0. Tucher leads 2-0 in the 4th set. If they can pull even, it could be interesting.
Just going to step away for a quick second. I'll be back for the start of the 4th set.
Sounds good. I'll do the same.
YAPP almost losing the cue ball on the side. 2 balls down, but nothing on the 1.
Push. Push.
Fully hooked.
Just looking at pushing by the bottom right, considering the bottom left. Too many lanes blocked off by that pocket. He might get this one back. Could bank the 1 by the 10, but too risky. No point really.
You know, that particular shot, I watched Shane one time playing one pocket. He fired it into the right-hand pocket, brought the cue ball around 3 rails to almost where it is already, and played shape on the ball that was right where the cue ball is.
Nice.
Never forget that.
He can make the 10, but the cue ball is going to be traveling towards the corner pocket.
10 ball.
Wonder if there's a way to avoid it with follow, or if he's going to have to elevate and just draw out of it.
Extension.
Yeah, drawing.
Is he going to leak for a shot? The answer is no.
Yeah, had to gamble on the 1. Little unfortunate. Open the cue ball up nicely. Decently.
1 ball. 5 pocket. 1. 10 ball. 5.
Oof, they almost forgot to spot the 10. Good thing Shane reminded him.
1 ball. 5 pocket.
Perfectly hit. You know how hard that is to stop the cue ball when the object ball's so far from the rail like that? Has to be hit absolutely perfect. Left him a chance. Looks like the 2 doesn't pass the 4, but Shane will be happy to have something offensive here.
Must be playing the combo.
Yeah, he's called the 4. 2 ball will play okay over the same pocket. Looking good to get an early start in the 4th set.
He's in line here. 6 has both pockets available on the bottom side.
Great kick save from Shane, kicking this run out off.
A little bit of a different Shane than what opened the match. In that first set. A little more intense, a little more focused. Better results.
Yeah, that's what I was speculating when he was in the chair. I just kind of felt like something positive was going to happen. Of course, you know, a couple rolls could have gone differently. YAPP hasn't really made many mistakes. Things have gone Shane's way, but he's made things happen. I think the turning point was when he followed the one ball and caught too much follow. Got behind, left himself a jump on the two, made the two. And at that point, he just kind of took off from there. No doubt it takes solid play to beat YAPP right now. People just say that off the cuff, like he won the last 3 tournaments he played in. But part of that is winning about 25 matches in a row too. Maybe you throw in a loss there. Maybe you came through in the loser side to get to the stage 2. But if you're winning like 3 tournaments in a row, or three out of 4 like he won, his match record is like 25-1. That's how tough it is to beat him.
Didn't get the one ball where he wanted it. Can he play to the back of the 4? Not much space. And not really a good angle to come in behind it.
Yeah, he's got a chance to get behind the 10. Held the one nicely. Looks like Shane has the rail first.
One ball. Extension. One ball. Right corner.
Going with the kick. It's going to bend the cue ball a little bit. when it comes off the rail. Whoa! It's left the shot. Thin cut. But Aloysius hits these pretty darn good.
Yeah, cue ball's playing the right way too. Probably so thin that he'll have to come back to the short rail, and the 6 or the 10 could get involved.
Oh boy. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, just caught it too thick and didn't get the angle of the cue ball that he was expecting.
Directly over the 10. With just a piece of the 4. I think I might kick this and try to kick it to the... Yeah. Oh, he went to hit it. I kind of like kicking that off the 5. Beats this. Opportunity for Shane here. Only because it was so hard to hit in the first place, especially being over a ball like that. But then again,
Yeah, YAPP.
I'm not Aloysius
Go ahead.
YAPP.
He's starting to feel like he's in trouble here. Got a bit of emotion after missing the kick, which is understandable.
Well, I can agree to feel that way because Shane really closes ground when he really smells it, and he's about to be 2-0, needing 2 more to close the gap, to close the match out, and that's when he steps it up the best. He puts the pedal to the metal.
Good angle on the 8. Gonna have to cross over, but that's okay. Lots of room over on the right side of the table.
Go ahead and play to the short side here, Eric.
I think
I'll
so.
go 2 rails across.
Speed plays good for the short side. Felt like he got a little kick there. Just getting the cue ball clean.
You know, as I watch more of these tournaments here in Vietnam, I'm watching the players ask for the cue ball to be cleaned quite a bit. You don't see it as much in the West or in the States for that matter. I wonder if the humidity has that much more to do with the chalk stain on it or whatever's getting the balls dirty. Because the tables are
100%.
maintained the same, the balls are maintained the same. So...
No, that's totally it. If the chalk gets a little wet, it's more likely to stick to the cue ball.
2-0. Shane 2 away from closing out Aloysius Yapp. And that's no small feat. That young has been very, very hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Made the 1.
What?
Not many balls around the 2.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Shane likes his bank shot on the 2, but the cue ball stops, and he's on to 3.
Right corner.
That's a big decision.
Called the 5. So easy to undercut this one. Really just got to kind of pick out a spot on the short rail where you want to cut the 2. He's got it, and this is trouble for Yapp. A little too much angle here.
Left corner.
If he wants to guarantee not getting behind the 6-7, he can draw back to the right of the side pocket. I think that's the safest play. Might be able to kill it.
Extension.
Shane hits these shots very, very well. But that side pocket really plays big. Perfect.
Got the stun to the right here. Nice shot, and he's back in line.
Yeah, perfect angle to go to the 7 to play in the same pocket. Does he have enough? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he can move over here. Just real strong play from Shane in these last 3 sets, throwing in some break-in runs.
Well, he goes by the 10.
4.
I didn't think it went by the 10. It does.
These break-in runs are so punishing in these short race sets.
And when Shane gets going, he's punishing too. 1 game away and breaking. Coming up in an hour and a half is the ladies' finals of the Saigon Women's 9-Ball Open. First prize is $22,500. And the second prize is just a hair over, over half, $13,125. Shane looking to put this away. Is he going to get the shot? Yes, he gets the 1. Where's the 2? It's gone. The 3 ball. Does he go by the 8? No. This will be a good view to see if it goes by.
Just cue ball behind the 10.
Tucked it in pretty well.
Three, four. Side pocket.
Left it up, and I think that's going to be it for YAPP on this run. What a great display of power 10 ball this has been. Fans of the Pro Billiard Series have seen many players struggle on the break, have to play multiple safes. So none of that really happened for Shane in the last 3 sets.
You know, due to the format, Eric, one of the things that we do is, we kind of select the highlight shots and turn them in. There's been so many more highlight safety shots than offensive shots, in my opinion. That and that's due to the format. They don't want to go for shots anymore that they're not sure of. They're playing percentages all the way.
No doubt, and it wasn't just all break-in runs. Obviously, he played some good saves along the way. And when you're able to put that power game together with good safety play, it's just extremely tough to beat.
Totally agree. And he's 4 balls away from closing out Aloysius YAPP in this last set. And if things go this way and Carlo continues his road, we may see a 2024 champion facing Mr. Van Boning to see who gets it in 2025. If Carlo gets there, can he repeat? And he's there.
Extension.
10 ball. Well, in this quarterfinal, it's the last one. Shane Van Boning will be moving into the semis. He will face the winner of Tucher and Kazakis. And where are they? They are tied 2 sets apiece. Marco having a good tournament. Shane Van Boning moves on to the semifinals and quest and getting much closer to it of his first 10-ball title. Aloysius YAPP has a fine tournament, but someone finally stopped his 5 tournament streak that he's played in.